Hi, this is Jeff Turzo from Overstayer Recording Equipment. We're at Namm 2015. These are some of the new devices that we brought. We brought two compressors. One has a voltage control gain cell, a VCA. One has a FET. Both of them share similarities in that there's a lot of integration to them. They're a lot more than a compressor. At their most basic function, the VCA is a precise, fast compressor that has a very wide range. We have exploited that range with this behavior knob to make it do things that you wouldn't normally hear, from more intense compression to effects to all ambient to all transient. The compression feeds a sort of richer analog back end that has EQ and a couple different types of harmonics and a high-pass filter with res. And what happens is it really all becomes one flowing unit, and that's the theme with all of our stuff, is that it's really, everything is there to serve everything else, and it's more like a chunk of the studio than just a compressor. The voltage control has the most control of the compressors. The field effect uses a FET, so it has the character that FETs have. We've taken the FET, we have this nonlinear switch, which really shifts the whole operation of the unit. Whatever ratio you're in, it shifts that to sort of this alternate reality, which is the timing, the response of the compressor. Similar to this behavior knob, it creates these new these new capabilities of compression. And really just meant to inspire and be creative with. Again, there's harmonics integrated, which is a lot of sort of behind the scenes circuitry that's engageable, that again takes it from just a compressor to more of a piece of the studio, or more of a piece of the recording chain, to tape and back, for lack of a better analogy. Both units have external sidechain loops. This can do some really interesting things when it's triggered with external signals. This one, it's two independent compressors, and the detectors can be linked or unlinked with the sidechain control. We like it unlinked. Part of the chaos, that's the background theme of all of our gear. There's a little bit of chaos in all of it. And as you said, the computer does precise pretty well, so the impreciseness of all of this is what excites us. The MAS is the most evolved design of just the harmonic circuitry. It has fairly simple controls, which is just an input drive. It has, on a 12-position switch, it has a mix control to mix the dry or wet, and an output control. And what it is just, again, with this to tape and back theme, it's a peak bending, very wide ranging, forgiving, sweet spot analog chain, like chaining up classic gear. And it becomes a more or less character, more or less apparent volume, because it rounds peaks really well, and the character because it creates a lot of low order harmonics. The DI was added early on to this box because synths, basses, things like that were so responsive and rewarding. It sounded so finished and fun when it played through it. This is a box that's existed around LA. There's 30-some units around by people we really love, and studios that have tape machines. It lives alongside those types of equipment, which is sort of validation for us that, again, it's not an emulation, but it's a box that fills this need. The saturator, be repeating myself over and over, everything has harmonics, everything has saturation, but it's all implemented in different ways, and often entirely different circuits. This and this have no circuitry in common as far as the saturation. This is the most creative and extreme version of this. It has filters that res and have resonance that goes into oscillation. At the front of the chain, it has several stages of distortion and saturation that feed each other, and it really is sort of an endless possibility of sounds because of that.
People on Twitter, how much are they there?
Again, it's all blendable, and then there's the final output. The voltage control is 1925. The field effect is 1850. The MES is 1495, and the saturator is 1495.
Awesome.
Thank you.